It's Anderson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football. They wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to run it in.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Got a man. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Connors. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Find some fresh air. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Weckman. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Connors. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. On the ground, it's Udo. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Here we go. To the air, it's Levin. Pulls it in, it's Tyson. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Levin. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's York. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McGarry. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Wegman. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it. Showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On to punt it away.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Takes the handoff. It's Connors. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole. Looking left.
Basic connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Fires left. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, that's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
They'll go back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Johnson. After the filthy move, he's got room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
Looking downfield, it's Weckman. Finds his man, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. He was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the Sun Devils will move the sticks with the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Scrambling away. The throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on first down. He's going up top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. It's complete on the right side. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Levin. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Levin. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Got his man. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs at Sanford. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. He's got him. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll sneak it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Catch in the middle, it's York. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Houston will be forced to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Got a man, it's Moss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's a running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute...
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Handoff to the lone back. Makes his man miss. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Quickly complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
Runs a sneak. Picks up 1. 1st down for the offense.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple positions.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Houston, 39.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. There he goes. Creates a little space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Moss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Broussard. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
On the ready, go!
And they'll take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to